Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and in this video, we're gonna have a little bit of fun here. So we're gonna make some phone calls to some environmental voices that are preventing solutions frauds. And oh, oh, that was 350 that I just called. And you know what? I think now that's the first time that happened. I'm dialing 350.org. And nothing. At first, I just get a busy tone. Now, if you and then it hangs up after a few beeps. You know who that is like? Oh, oh, these people right here, not protecting our winner. Now, the last time I called 350, I got through. This is not protecting our winner. I just called them. I just get a busy tone and then I get hung up on there too. Why? Because I've called these people and told them that they're preventing solutions frauds, and I put it on videos, and now their phone system blocks me from even being allowed to call them and remind them of what frauds they are. So that is Bill McKibben's 350.org, who has been preventing the solutions the world needs that Bill has nonstop screams for, 350 nonstop screams for, pretends like they have, but has proven concretely for decades they don't, yet robs you of your donation dollars. Yeah, massively, massively robs you. Right here, donate. Please donate, donate. Oh my God. Oh my God, if only there were solutions. And what do they do to the solutions? That when the solutions call them and they are just can't be bothered, yeah, your phone call immediately goes to a busy signal and then gets hung up on after a few tries. So let's try let's try Gore's Climate Reality Project. Let's see if they're hanging up on me yet. So, oh, hey, we're still getting through to these people. Now, Al Gore has been preventing the solutions the world needs since the mid 90s, and his Climate Reality Project since the day they opened their doors. But they haven't had their phone system immediately disconnect me like 350 and not protecting our winners has. Why? Because they're frauds and they're not going to hear about it.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 703346248 is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
So that's the number. That is the number for an old number, because, hey, Climate Reality Project. Hey, this is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator. I'm recording this call. I'm making a video tonight just again to prove to the World Wide Web that Al Gore and every other environmental voice out there are absolute preventing solutions frauds. And, the way to do that is to prove that I knock on your door. So I call you routinely. I put you in emails. Al Gore is constantly in my emails. That's right. What did his office tell me? Oh, that's right. It's pointless to bother Al Gore with environmental solutions. Pointless is exactly what his office told me. Why? Because Al Gore is a fraud. And you know what Al Gore does? He robs the people of their donation dollars. And that's what you do. You are Al Gore. You are robbing the people. How much do you take in a year? 15, 16, 17, 18, $20 million a year? To prevent the solutions that you pretend you seek since the day you opened your door? Al Gore just went out there and did a session with Jay Inslee, who also won't allow solutions, and Gina McCarthy. Yeah, that was the latest cheerleading session I saw Al Gore do. And yet Al Gore has been refusing the light years best environmental education and agenda the world needs that Al Gore in the 90s was impressed with. Just that's right. What was he going to do? Oh, that's right. He was going to continue his solid record of achievement. That was like in 98 or 99, he told me that. And I said, well, and I've been telling him this since then. Al, the only thing you're going to do is keep screaming louder and louder for more desperately needed solutions. And that's where we're at. So I'm just proving to the World Wide Web and to some journalists who hopefully one day someone will actually be a journalist and expose you, and then you will close your doors, and then hopefully we get class action lawsuits where all the people that have been robbed by you, yes, go after you and get their money back. So, or behind door number two, you could always finally get on board the light years best environmental education and agenda that the world needs. So, Al knows where I'm at. Okay? Eileen Connors, the environmental educator. Al knows how to get in touch with me. And Al knows how to get in touch with the police, and he should probably go start turning himself in. That's decades overdue, too. Not only is he a fraud, he's a goddamn thief. Okay? So let's get behind door number two and get Gore to stop being a fraud, and then we'll get him to stop robbing people. Okay? And then we'll get the solutions the world needs. Okay? Or, hey, behind door number three, feel free to close your doors, which is what you should have done the day you opened them and the day you started refusing the solutions the world needs. Okay? So let's do that. Okay, so that's Al Gore's Climate Reality Project. Oh, and then who else do we have here? Oh, that's right. Our friend, everybody's heroes these days, Bobby Kennedy. Is he just not? Oh my God, he is just a defender. This man practically walks on water, doesn't he? Oh, don't break our hearts, protect our children. Okay, and he is out there against campaigns. I mean, vaccines. He wrote a book about it, and Bobby Kennedy is, oh my God, he is just everywhere speaking about it. The greatest crisis that America faces today is the chronic disease epidemic in American children. And he is out there about vaccines. And Bobby's been an environmental activist, and he never lets you forget it. But now let's take a look at known culprits of what is causing children's health problems. Oh, right here. This is their own website. Number 3, climate change. All the way down here, number 14, vaccines. Where's Bobby putting all his energy? Oh, that's right, vaccines. Where's climate change? Oh, up here. And what's Bobby doing about it? The same thing Bobby's been doing about it since 1998, when Joe Kennedy, Bobby's brother, was the one who got me to
Thank you for calling
Gore.
Children's Health Defense. Due to the overwhelming volume of inquiries, we are asking that you use the contact form on our website, childrenshealthdefense.org. The contact form link is at the bottom of every page on the site. You will receive a faster response by completing the contact form or by sending a text message. If you leave a message, please be sure to speak slowly and clearly. Include your first and last name, telephone number with area code, email address, and why you are calling. Thanks for reaching out to us.
Okay. Hey, Children's Health Defense. This is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator again. I'm recording this call on a video I'm making for the World Wide Web tonight because, now Bobby, Mr. Walks on Water, so I don't even have to say Kennedy because I said walks on water. Now, he's still out there about vaccines. And I just read that, the biggest crisis in America today is our kids' health. Okay. But, now Bobby is also an environmental activist. We all know he goes to great lengths to get himself publicity for that. And he is one of the first ones, reading off his resume of what he's done. Except what he fails to mention is that he has prevented the light years best environmental education and agenda that would have solved our environmental problems since at least January of 1998, when I randomly met Joe, his brother, who was the one who was so impressed with me and my work that he made sure that it got to Gore, past Gore's subordinates, the roadblocks that it takes to get to these people. And, Gore to this day still can't be bothered with solutions. But now you too, like Gore, are soliciting donations. I'm pretty sure if I go to the top of your website here, you're going to be looking for donations. Support our efforts. Donate right there. Yep, I just showed everybody. I have your website on the screen here. Now, see, the interesting thing about Bobby, blah, blah, blahing about vaccines today is I'm showing the World Wide Web right now. Vaccines are number 14 on your list of known culprits of kids' health problems, and number 3 is climate change. Yeah. Wow, that's way higher than 14 vaccines. So get Bobby to decades too late to finally get using his voice to get the environmental education and agenda and the solutions the world needs to the world. Okay? Because we all know Bobby has a very powerful voice, and Bobby gets press. And Bobby could get these solutions implemented, and had Bobby cared about solutions decades ago, climate change wouldn't be number 3 on your list of known causes for children's health problems, because I would have solved that problem long ago. And I'm sick and tired of Bobby and all of his fraudulent friends holding me up from achieving and helping kids and giving kids a future, not just in their health, but in a planet to live on. Okay? So get Bobby to get his butt in gear and get out there and start working on what the world needs. Okay? So have a nice day. Okay, so that's that. And let me see, who else do we have here? Oh, we're going to get to Tucker at the end. Oh, yeah. Bill McKibben. He is just such an absolute horrible person. Oh, hey. Oh, we did call not protecting our winners. They hang up on you like Bill McKibben does. And, you know who else we can call right now? Yeah, let's do this. Oh, yeah, everybody's favorite. Let's see if she has, if her phone system lets me remind her she's a fraud. Oasis Crazy.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. To hear this menu in English, please press 1.
Oh, yes. Let's press 1. Like we should have to do that.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Thank you for calling my Washington, D.C. office. To leave a comment or suggestion, please press 1.
Okay. We just pressed 1.
Thank you for calling the office of Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Federal, state, and local officials have advised that social distancing is critical to preventing.
Oh my God. Blah, 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 COVID. Are you kidding me? Hey, I don't know what happened there. I didn't go to anything. I'm going to pause and call. Okay, so I pressed 1 again. We're going to spare you this.
When you're finished, you can hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yeah, hey, Oasis Crazy. This is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator. And, I have on the screen right now, I'm recording this for a video, that if you don't like Green's newest disaster, then come up with your own ambitious on-scam proposal to address the climate crisis. And you know what? I have the solutions the world needs that would have already solved our environmental problems had anyone allowed solutions since November of '93. And it is far, far superior to the beyond remedialness and the tyranny that Oasis Crazy intends on imposing, and none of that is necessary. We need to end global environmental illiteracy, including Oasis Crazy. Now, she could definitely learn a thing or two about the environment and what actually needs to be done. End our disposable society, which, yes, her and her disposable coffee cups and ice cream cups and spoons. Yeah, she definitely needs to learn. We need to revamp society there. We need to gain individual cooperation. And then we need leadership by example, which she could be, and hemp. That's number 5. That can do everything. And that's well before clean energy. That's well before climate police. That's well before, hemp is the good jobs we need. Not the ridiculousness that she has proposed. And right now, I'm showing her tweet that, this was February 22nd. I'm not sure, it was a couple of years ago. We definitely have to get on the solutions the world needs, and it's not her ridiculousness. So you have my phone number there, environmentaleducator.org, environmentaleducator@yahoo.com. And I'm letting the whole world know that she, like every other fraudulent environmental voice.
Recording time allowed.
Okay.
If you are satisfied with your recording, press 1.
Okay, I guess we'll press 1.
To send your message now, press 1. To mark it as important, press 2.
Well, of course.
Message marked important.
Of course.
To send your message now, press 1.
Okay.
Message
sent. So there we go. That's Oasis Crazy. So, she's just another one who won't allow solutions. And that's just the fun people that we were going to call tonight. And now what we're going to do is we're going to call this man here. Yeah, they love me. So this is the person from his office that texts me to stop bothering them. And
at the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Project Veritas. Hey, anonymous person that leaves me anonymous messages because you guys are juveniles over there. Yeah, this is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator again. I'm showing your fraudulent boss. We will tell your story. I've shown a bunch of his other fraudulent statements a number of times. And the world still needs to know that all environmental voices are preventing solutions frauds, and that all of these, nonprofits that solicit donations are robbing the public blind by, many of them, big ones like Gore and Bill McKibben's 350, tens of millions of dollars a year, 15, 16, 17, 18, $20 million a year they've taken in donations. That's a lot of money, year after year, after decade after decade. So, hey, let's get you to do your job. Of course, now I just hung up, and that's not going to happen because I can assure you the last thing Project Veritas cares about is actually exposing something. So let's just call their executive office tonight just for time's sake. I try not to make these things too long. So, okay. So right now, we're going to go to, I think 5 is their executive offices. Okay, we press 5. Now, they don't tell you who you're going to, but we press 5 for administration. And,
Please record your voice message at the tone. When you are finished, please hang up or touch pound for more options.
Hey, Project Veritas administration, this is Eileen Connors, the environmental educator. I'm recording this on a video tonight, letting the World Wide Web know that James O'Keefe does not expose everyone, that he will not tell your story, that he does have an agenda. Everything that he says that is fraudulent, that he doesn't do. And so tonight, I'm just reminding you that the entire environmental industry are frauds. They are preventing solutions frauds, and they rob the public blind of their donation dollars every year. And we have to listen to them. Why? Because that's right. Why is James O'Keefe in business? Oh, that's right. No journalist will do their job, and neither will James O'Keefe and the absolute disgraceful people at Project Veritas, like your horrendous lady that sends me anonymous messages and anonymous tweets and telling me to get a life and telling me how happy she is to keep desperately needed global good from being achieved and, keep the world being subject to all of this fraud and allowing the world to continue to be robbed because it's not James O'Keefe's agenda to care about the environment, even though James O'Keefe fraudulently says that he doesn't have an agenda. So, anytime James wants to get on top of his job, that would be great. The world needs this information. And now that you have an executive producer, you were looking for an executive director, you got an executive producer. He's palling around with James. He sounds like he's one of these in charge people. Make sure that that guy knows what you have been withholding for the world for since June 25th, 2019, over 2.5 years now. So, like I told you to before you hired him, make sure he knows, and maybe he'll get you on board doing the right thing. But I just wanted to make sure the World Wide Web knows that I call you and how horrendous you treat me and how juvenile that person that picks up your emails and your phones is. And what a fraud James O'Keefe is. He does not stand behind anything he says, and most everything he says is absolutely fraudulent. And maybe your new executive director, producer will get James on board doing the right thing, or maybe a judge will soon. So we'll see. Okay, so there we go there. And this guy here, not everything that he's great at proclaiming he's things that he's not. And so then what we're going to do here, Tucker Carlson right here, came up on I don't know, I got an ad for him somewhere like yesterday, and I didn't know there was a tuckercarlson.com, and he's the sworn enemy of censorship. So this is my email to him tonight to please, get out there. You can read it. Tell the world the truth about all these environmental frauds. Stop the world from being robbed blind of their donation dollars. The world needs you, Tucker. So there we go. We just sent that, and I don't know. We'll see if this man will do anything that for the world that we all know that this this whatever that is won't, and this thing won't, and because he definitely is agenda driven, and regardless of his fraudulent statements that he's not, he constantly puts out, if you have information about this, if you have information about this, when you are a person that doesn't have an agenda and you're an organization that's just exposing frauds, you just say, tell us your story, okay? Give us tips. You don't put out, give us tips about certain subjects, because that proves you got an agenda and you're looking for certain information. And we can all tell that James O'Keefe just doesn't care that the world has to listen to all of the fraudulent environmental voices, and that people are robbed blind from them every day of the week and by millions upon millions of dollars a year, tens of millions, combined total of all the environmental organizations out there, probably $1 billion a year. There's a gazillion of them. Al Gore and Bill McKibben are just two big ones, and so we'll see what Tucker will do for us. So stay tuned, people.